into the light is a tale with no conclusion. No horizon, keep your eyes on the sky, burning bright with nuclear fusion. Reach out your heart, open up your hand. Find a ship and keep a grip on your friends, 'cause it's time to take a stand. Break reality, save the galaxy, live until you die. Start a riot, end the quiet, thrusters on, let's fly up to the stars above and to the dirt below. And though the scars above, they hurt me so, but we will fight for us, and we will make the future ours. So don't look down and trust me, we'll all be stars. We're all gonna be stars. Well, that's a lot of stars.
So, what is it looking like? Do we have what we need to deactivate the shields?
So, we gotta find some of these spots, and if Sid can move that big statue, then
Speaking
Found one
of
of them.
Sid, are you still in the hallway when this intern comes running out of the room?
No, I'm checking doors.
Alright, yeah.
I'm not here with you. I'm checking doors.
Yeah, so you can just follow this path to go to another room. What would be a fun room for you to find? Something that would be in a sort of live-in mountainous military base.
Workout room. Get a little pump on.
Alright,
He hasn't had a good fight in good 10 minutes.
yeah, so you
Let's get ready.
You head to the end of this hallway and it kind of takes a turn, and there are several doors along this hallway, and you open one, and yeah, it is like a workout room, a gym. It is vacant since, there is an ongoing attack, so nobody is just sitting here pumping iron in the middle of that. And you find a gym with full gym equipment. A lot of it is not quite what you're used to. A lot of it is just a little weird. It is still, maybe a treadmill or an exercise bike or a weightlifting bench, but it's all just a little bit different. It functions a little differently. It looks a little weird compared to what you're used to seeing. This is equipment developed by an entirely alien culture to you that has been separate from the rest of humanity for 600 years or so.
I don't like it.
That's fair.
Oh shoot, they use pounds?
Now I'm hungry.
Can I call Sid on his compad?
Absolutely. So you are in this workout room when you get an incoming call.
And I guess he could be trying to figure out how it would work.
Doing curls while answering with the other hand.
Yeah, it's not like a dumbbell where it's like a handle with weights on either side. It's just like a ball with like grooves for your fingers to go in, and they're all this
bowling ball.
Yeah, but it's not like holes that you insert. It's like morphed to your hand.
I'm taking that as a weapon. Yeah. That's a bludgeoning weapon.
Wait, that sounds like just a really heavy stress ball, because everybody's hand is different.
Yeah. Yep, Rami, you called Sid.
Hey, where did you wander off to?
I'm in some weird workout room.
Great, could you get back? We need to break the statue that was in the entrance room.
Sounds like you need some muscle for that. I'll be right there.
You don't think we could push it?
I mean, I'm sure that we could try.
I thought it looked cool.
I figure that pushing it will probably break it, because it'll probably topple.
Damn, yeah.
That was fun. Where are we in the plan?
Sid rejoins the room. All four of you are back in the entry room.
I feel like an important question to ask is, does Sid walk places or does he just micro-teleport because he can?
When he can, he does. And he did.
Okay.
It's like walk, teleport a little bit, walk, teleport a little bit.
That makes a lot of sense because you can still only technically teleport 30 feet every 6 seconds. Technically.
Technically.
So all four of you are in this room.
Yeah, with my weight ball.
With your weight ball, there is an area where you need to insert a line shunt underneath the statue.
So yeah, we have a map. It kind of associates to actual places. We gotta put in at least 2 line shunts, and we could do one right here if we move the statue. And then once the 2 are in, we could put another one, or not.
Say no more. I'm gonna try to move it with telekinesis.
Alright, how much
I don't think I can.
I can manipulate with objects as if with both hands and can lift up to 200 kilograms with this ability.
I don't have a good sense of what 200 kilograms is.
In pounds, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, that sounds reasonable.
Okay. Probably a little slow, but he manages to...
And are you trying to just topple it over, or are you trying to like push it across the ground?
I'm trying to just push it. It's probably
Yeah.
too pretty for John Louis' taste to break.
It is very pretty. It is just this giant green crystalline
Yeah.
structure.
I'm not saving it for their sake. I'm saving it maybe as a trophy.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, good luck
You think we
carrying
could
that
bring
out.
that back?
I don't know, but we can try.
I think it's really cool.
Me too.
And you slowly push it across the floor to reveal just the floor. In order to get to where you need to insert this line shunt, you need to pry off these floor panels to get to the wiring underneath.
Jam something in there, in between the panels to pry it up.
I have my sword.
Can you roll me an exert check?
That is a 10.
Yeah.
Can.
Pretty good.
So you pry this panel open, it pops with a very satisfying clank, and you can see the mess of wires underneath, and you are able to take the line shunt and just connect two of the wires.
Well, that's not my job. I'm the demo guy. Someone else is going to have to do that delicate work.
I got
Work,
it.
work. What did he call it?
Boom. Did it.
Good job. As you do, nothing seems to happen except you feel another rumble through your feet. And over the radio, you hear Ayana tell you,
They are fighting fire with fire now.
as her team is taking some hits back.
Good, let's keep going then.
There are I have some locations noted, but if anyone has a brilliant idea for another really cool place, we can roll with it. One of them seems to be in a very large room off of the hallway that Sid was just down.
Oh.
Another is a little bit farther down. It seems to be in one smaller room that looks to be identical to several other smaller rooms in the area.
Can we get an idea of what these places are? Like, are they labeled?
They are not labeled on this map.
Okay.
There is also one that you can assume is probably in a networking closet because it is a very small room with a ton of wires in it.
Oh boy.
It does feel like the safest one to get to.
And also probably best access.
Are we sticking together or are we splitting up?
I say we should split up for this.
Alright.
I'm going to the networking closet.
Cool. We should probably have another person who knows how to place these. So give me one.
Here you go.
And do you want to come with me?
I
I'll say
thought
to
you'd
Sid.
never ask. I'm just kidding. Alright, let's go.
Alright, it's me and you, Jay.
Networking closet.
The last time I was in the closet with somebody... He
Alright.
just doesn't finish the sentence.
Do
Oh,
you
nice.
only play flirts? When you were
Yeah.
scions, are you just only a flirtatious
Yeah.
person?
Do you only ever flirt with Nikki?
No!
He flirts with more
Yeah,
people.
You're in my Strixhaven campaign. No, I don't. Just
So, two of you are heading to the network closet.
Yeah.
We can go to the small room.
Now, the last time he was in a closet. Just kidding.
You head to the network closet. It takes a few different branches down different hallways to get to. And you find where you're pretty sure it's it, but the door is locked.
Let me try something. Unless
You
you have
pick
something.
locks?
No, but I was gonna try to use some telekinesis on this bitch.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, feel free to veto this, but telekinetic armory, you can make weapons into any shape
Yeah.
that you want. It kind of maybe makes some sense that I can make a dagger weapon with a key like.
You cannot forge a key.
I'm gonna wedge it in there. No.
No, you cannot forge a key.
Okay. Well, I sure as hell tried. I'm like.
Now, you can use a weapon to break the door down. That is another option. But shall we try to pick
Let's
the
try
lock?
the pick lock.
Jay, do you want to
first.
try picking the lock, or else I'm going to do something destructive?
So that's a 10 total.
Yeah, that's enough to pick this lock. And you're able to get the door open and enter the networking closet. It is gorgeous as far as networking closets go. It has pristine, perfectly crimped wires to the exact length and zip tied together, all in nice color-coded bundles. It is the most colorful room you've been in thus far because every other room is just green.
Whoa.
Damn, this is sweet.
Is the line shut behind all the wires, so you have to tear them out?
You are going to have to manipulate some of the wires, yes. So you are going to have to ruin some of the pristine prettiness of it in order to place this line shut.
Leave it to me. I make a sword. A glowing sword.
Wait, hang on. If you cut the wires, stuff's gonna go out and then, like, alarms are gonna go off.
Retracts the sword. What's your idea then?
Push him out of the way.
I'm going to like telekinetically move the wires out of the way, making passage for Jay to get through.
I hate when art is destroyed.
It's not distracted, put it back.
Because I'm assuming some of the zip ties had to like break to move that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the downside to gorgeous wire management.
These are awful colonizers. Why do you want to keep their closets pristine?
They have really good eye for aesthetics.
Oh,
I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I know. We're gonna steal their shit, right?
yes. On that note, Jay, how long have you been with Captain Hawk?
5 years.
Years.
Yeah.
Wow. In that time, has he ever asked you to steal from the poor to give to himself?
Yeah. Of course.
And did you do it?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I'm a pirate. When I want stuff, I take stuff.
Huh. Okay. Pirates take stuff, huh?
I mean, like, I try not to be shitty about it, right? Like, I didn't want to fuck with the rebels because they were helping us out. And if we take stuff from them and they catch us, they're not gonna help us out anymore. But, you know, when they don't need to help us out anymore, we can take their stuff.
Okay. Okay, if you say so. Have you considered maybe giving them stuff and maybe they'll owe us favors in the long run and because we're making friends instead of enemies?
Oh, yeah, dang, that's a great idea. Particularly, like, the stuff I don't want. I can get rid of my stuff and, like, yeah, have future friends.
You know,
Smart.
Captain Hawk was talking about getting rid of that ship soon. Just saying.
Huh. So, like, we give them the old ship and we get a new ship?
Pirates steal stuff, don't they?
Yeah, that sounds sweet.
Just a thought.
Should do that.
He's holding the wires.
I'm assuming she was installing the line shunt during this conversation.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the two of you are going to the small room that is with a bunch of other small rooms.
So neither of us can speak this language. If we run into trouble, we run. Or we try not to get seen.
Alright. Yeah, because they probably ask for more backup if we fight, so alright.
I mean, do you want to fight?
I'm not saying no.
Just so you know, I'm not going to be much of a help if it starts when I'm not ready.
Right. Running it is.
Or I can run, you can fight.
Right, running it is.
Alright, so you only have one map.
Took a photo with her compad.
Yep, there you go. You took a picture of it with your compad, which is taking a picture of a screen, so it's still not great.
I think our compad's have improved camera technology in the future.
It's not a complete potato pixel.
Yeah, the Galaxy Note S7000 is really improved its screen taking.
But at some points you may still need to telepathically ask John Louis, hey, where do we go? Because, of course, Jay has the original map.
Yeah.
Your resident telepath can take a look at that map and then give you the answers, telepathically transmit an image of it every so often. And you head down into... It is down. You go down some stairs. You feel like you are more like in the middle of the mountain at this point. And you're in a hallway that just is fully enclosed and has doors lining both sides. And you're pretty sure you know which one it is?
I'm gonna guess these are living quarters. Either that or a series of communal bathrooms.
I think for the first time, I hope it's a shitter.
Okay, how big do the rooms look on the map?
Bigger than your cabins on the ship by like maybe 50%.
So they could hold multiple people, I think.
Yeah.
Multiple shitters.
Or multiple shitters. Can I peek under the door or something along those lines?
So, because this is sci-fi, and this is a high-tech space, I've been picturing these very like Star Trek style doors, where you have like all this metal space, and these are just metal slide doors that seal over the opening.
Okay.
Based on that, I think it would be somewhat difficult to do, but you may be able to tweak the door to only open a little bit.
We could also just go full hammer, just like pop in, pop out.
You have to be able to see inside in order to teleport into it.
Yeah.
So if I open
Yeah.
the door a crack, then we can get you to do that.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I'll give that a shot.
All right. Roll a fix check.
Oh, 2 ones! But I'm an expert, so I can make this work like a
expert.
charm and roll 1 skill check once per scene. That's 2 ones again!
Was not meant to be.
No, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Wait,
hold on. It comes out to a 6.
Wow.
Is he helping?
As you get it started,
If you want to help, I am all ears to hear how you are helping, but it will not change this to a success.
it'll change it to a mixed success.
It will still be a failure. But
It's different and
it'll just be
There's such a
different.
thing as an F+.
This will be an F+ if you would like to assist,
Yeah,
or just for the fun.
solidarity.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take out my thermal knife and I go a little bit higher, jam my knife in there and wiggle it, kind of like, maybe a stuck elevator.
Can you roll this as a stab skill check?
Oh,
so
yeah.
2d6 plus your
You have
stab
that,
skill.
right?
+1 for the stab.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
Yep.
Hey!
That's
the
a
roll I
10
wanted.
plus 1, that's an 11. I'm sorry, an 11.
Well done. You do really well. You really do get your knife in between the door and the wall. You're very successful in that. You do not open the door.
What can I see?
No, you have jammed your knife
Now your
between
knife
the
is
door
just
and the
stuck
wall.
there.
Now your knife is between the door and the wall.
I think with that good a roll, he can get it back out. It's not stuck.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna just take it
different technology that I'm used to. Different technology that I'm used to. I haven't done engineering in a hot second. I have a second idea. Never mind what I said previously about running. Yeah. Knock and you go.
Alright!
Please
So do
insert,
you just
like,
open the
knuckle
door now?
cracking.
Does the door just open?
Yeah, it's not locked.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Go all over the door.
Yeah, the door just opens and the lights inside blink on to an empty sleeping space. There are 4 beds, 2 on either end.
Can I rummage anything?
If you
I'm
want-
rummaging.
You know what? Roll a notice check for me because that sounds funny.
That's a 7.
You sure do rummage. You find some underpants. It
Anyone's
is.
name stitched into the underpants.
There might be, but you don't know the language, so you don't know if it's a name, a brand.
I take the underwear.
All right. The line shut location is in a closet, and as you open it, you can kind of push some things aside, to see the panel on the wall.
I'll put the line shunt in at the very least.
All right, and funsies, I'm gonna say these two things happen right about the same time. So as Jay is putting in line shunt number 2, you are finishing up with line shunt number 3. You, over the radio, Zikomo calls to you. Now, who has the radio at this
I
point?
think it was me.
Yeah, I think it was
You
Robbie.
were the last one who had it. So as you are just putting in the last of this line shunt and extricating yourself from the curtain of clothing in this closet, the radio comes to life and Zikomo asks,
Pirates crew. Where are you at?
We've got 2 line shunts placed, looking for a terminal to initiate the hack.
Good. Try not to waste too much time.
We usually don't.
Glad to hear it.
Or, I usually don't.
I found some underwear.
Over and out. So, as Rami is heading out with the SIDS, Rami will say, how long have you been running with John Louis?
About 3 years.
Same amount of time that he's been on this crew?
Per the canon, I think we left Astronius 3 years ago, but we've only been in their crew like probably a few months or under a year for sure.
So it's you for 3 years.
Yeah, we've been hanging out for a while.
So I was right. You were wrong.
Yep.
I've only been here for like a few months.
Alright. Seems like you fit in better with the pirate aesthetic than him.
He's not without his charms, I suppose. Big deep pockets as well.
Oh, is that why?
I mean, it doesn't hurt.
I mean, why would he join a pirate crew, though?
Well, the lad wants friends.
I don't know anybody who's joined a pirate crew because they want friends. I joined it because I didn't have anywhere else to go. And that's basically the story. Either that or you were born into it.
Well, I think maybe you should ask him.
What about you? You just following him around?
Now?
No, you know, if you ever find yourself without another place to go, it's always a good refuge, possibly.
Alright, I appreciate it. Shakes his hand. We do like the wrist handshake.
Yeah. Oh, this one. Yeah. And it hurts so much for Rami. Ow, 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 ow.
We'll work on it.
I have frail bones. Oh, cool. But then I'll probably ask you to like figure out where we're gonna meet because telepathic contact works with you and
I can initiate it, right? Because that's always...
I'm assuming John Louis is gonna check in
Yes.
every now and then.
Pretty much,
Is
yeah.
like the line always on hold kind of thing?
More or less. So, you have 3 line shunts placed. All that's left is to head to the security room, which you can probably get a general idea of where it is based on the network map. And from there, initiate the hack that will open that big ass gate that John Louis found before. And from there, you can commandeer one of the vehicles and head to the summit.
Cool. Security room?
Right.
I'm assuming that you can tell him whenever he reaches out to you next.
Which is like now. We're gonna reconvene in that security.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you see?
I can't hear it.
Right, we're gonna reconvene in the security room.
Okay, cool.
I was wondering, accent's weird.
So, the 4 of you are coming from 2 different directions. And there are multiple ways into the security room. 2 specifically. So 2 of you are approaching one door, the other 2 are approaching the other, and you cannot see each other. But each of you does see a guard outside each door, and you are coming in 2 separate groups from opposite sides.
And we can't see inside the room, I assume.
No, there is a closed door.
It's probably safe to assume there's more people in that room.
I'm going to do a talk check for our side
Sure.
by trying to tell the guard verbally with telepathic contact on. We are here to relieve you. They need every person they can out there. Go, go, go!
So can you please roll a talk check?
Yeah, that's +3. Oh my god, no.
Oh no! So that's a 6.
So 6. Damn.
This guard looks at the 2 of you and it's like, not being relieved for another 2 hours. If they need everyone, why are 2 of you relieving 1 of me?
Oh, I'm weak. Oh, you don't know what it's like. There's carnage.
Ooh, I want to try to assist him being all like, I'm weak. Jay thinks that he's like faking like an allergic reaction or something suddenly and like start doing health stuff on John Louis just to like act up this performance of like, oh, he's going down, not really knowing what he's doing. It's just like, yeah, I'm assisting with this.
With biopsionics?
Yeah, sure. Like, it's just like, oh, I got this.
Yeah.
I go along with it. I can't breathe.
You had a 6, so you can roll for this, yes.
Amazing. I feel like it's a more entertaining,
Yeah.
even if this is another case of a, this is still
F
a
plus.
failure. That is a 7 plus 2. That's a
Ooh.
9 for the assist.
Alright.
We're just doing our little act for the guard.
Okay. So what I'm gonna say is basically asking how things are going with the other 2 as I'm drawing a bead on this one guard.
Can you, for me please, set the scene? What does this area look like? Where are you set up?
If it's a security station, I imagine it as like being in a hallway, essentially. So I think what's happened is we are in a side room with the door cracked just the littlest bit, and there is a barrel of a sniper rifle sticking out from under it. And then we can see Rami lying on the floor to brace, and Sid staring out from above him through the door crack. Rami says, "When I fire, you just go in there and fuck shit up."
Oh, up and wait.
Nice.
He rolls up his sleeves.
I'm gonna get the door, and my goal is going to be to shoot through this guy and punch a hole through the door.
Perfect. Can you please roll your skill check for this?
Don't be 3 1s. Okay, 10.
Nice.
I say to you, remember your training. Will that help?
So you fire your sniper rifle.
Deep breath in, deep breath out right as the trigger is pulled.
And you get right between the eyes. The helmet caves in. The back of it bursts open for the exit wound. You see the splatter of blood and brain matter against that side of the door, the hallway, the floor. As this body slams backwards against the wall, collapses onto the floor, you see a massive hole through the door that the bullet left, giving Sid perfect sight into this room. And you can teleport straight in.
As he teleports, he goes, all right, it's clobbering time.
Alright. Meanwhile,
I can't breathe.
John Louis, meanwhile, is acting faint. The guard is not convinced. And Jay is doing their best to help by acting as if biopsionically healing John Louis. This guard is just watching this dog and pony show, I think the phrase is.
All right.
Isn't entirely sure what's going on. And then you hear the sound of a sniper rifle echo down the halls. It is surprisingly close, but nowhere you can see. And this guard, who did not see you as threats and still doesn't necessarily, immediately goes for his weapon because that shot came from inside the house.
Do you have something?
I mean, I was just gonna say we should shoot him. But I was gonna ask if we had telepathic
yeah.
contact, because I think if you had a message like going, then Jay would definitely say in your head beforehand, like, so we shoot him now?
Go for the door. Is his response, and then yeah, he's going to not shoot him, but he's going to go with the lightsaber because it's cool.
And you're in melee range, so
Yeah.
go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay, I basically tell Jay, go for the door, and then just try to stab the dude through the back. Oh no. So that's an 8.
So you go to attack this guy, but what happens is you basically get your telekinetic weapon stuck in the wall. And you're like, fuck.
It was on the backswing.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Meanwhile, Jay,
Jay goes for the door.
and you can open the door.
Sweet. Who's inside?
Yeah, What does Jay see inside? Sid.
Victims.
You teleported into this room, and it is a smallish room. I will say about the size of the room we're in right now, but that's not going to help anyone listening to this.
This room is smallish.
Yes, it is a smallish
10 by
room.
15?
How many in there?
There are 4 legionnaires who are very surprised,
Yes, they are.
and there is a bunch of computer equipment around the room. Lots of little blinky lights all over the place. You might not really know what any of it is for or what it does, but
I don't like it.
it looks...
Well, you know we need a monitor, so don't
Yes.
break every monitor.
Yeah, this is where Jay needs to be to enact the hack.
Enact the hack.
Enact the hack.
So,
You know that these 4 people probably won't want you to do that.
in his mind, Alex, you'll need to find like a wrestling bell. In your head, he hears the bell.
Alright.
And he does that thing in the cartoons where when you take your shirt off, you really just grab it by the side and you rip it off. Right? And so he's got the suspenders still somehow. His mustache flexes its own mustache biceps. He goes in there, and what I would like to do is grab one person and throw them at somebody else.
Can do that. First, we're going to roll initiative, however.
Yeah.
So everyone, please roll 1d8. Rami, you are first.
Yeah, no, I'm reloading. That's my turn. Reloading and moving to somewhere where I have a better view into the room.
All right. Emerald Legion goes next. Sid, one of the Legionnaires, who is on the other side of the room from you, fires at you and misses.
Because I punched the bullet out of the way.
It's actually your mustache that punches
Yes,
the
it
bullet
is.
out of the way. I want that to
Is
be
that-
a legitimate body mod that Sid has.
Is that why he has Ironheart? Because of his
Protective
protective mustache?
Oh, that is a 19. Is that higher than your armor class?
It is.
So one Legionnaire fires at you, and you manage to duck out of the way. So the shot goes wide and misses you, but another Legionnaire comes behind you with a knife and manages to bring it down between areas of the armor that have split apart. Because of course, this armor is expecting a smaller person.
Yeah.
So this knife finds purchase between plates of this armor and just cuts you a little bit. It doesn't feel great.
So for the record, the front of his armor is off, but the back of the armor is still on.
Ah.
Okay. Okay.
Jay.
Is Jay not in the room yet?
You probably would be opening the door at this point and seeing the shot go wide and then Sid gets stabbed lightly.
Damn.
Just a gentle caress.
Oh, fuck, man. Hey, let me help you with that, bud. I want to go over to Sid and use my psychic suture.
I do love the idea of this being the most casual walk across the battlefield.
As long as that is enough movement to get to Sid in my turn, it's a
absolutely.
very casual
This
walk.
This room is less than 30 feet, so you can absolutely head over to him and heal him.
Sid heals 2 hit points.
Yay!
And takes 1 system strain.
Another person who is ranged will fire on Jay, recognizing that you are healing people. 13 to hit.
That is my AC.
That does still hit.
Damn.
It has to be equal or greater. That is 6 damage as they shoot you.
Fuck.
The last Legionnaire in this room is shorter than all the others. This person does look a little nervous. Has no weapon that you can see, like does not have anything ready in their hands. However, can the 2 of you who are in the room, Sid and Jay, can you please make evasion saving throws? Plus nothing.
I failed.
Oh no!
Oh no.
That's a 5!
That is also a fail. So you both slip under what is called a slip field. As the last, shorter than all the others, Legionnaire in the room used this against the 2 of you. You now fall prone on the floor. And you'll have to use your move action to stand up if you no longer want to be prone on the floor.
Damn.
Fuck. And that brings us to outside. What are you doing?
Is it me?
It's you.
Okay. I'm gonna try to just stab this dude through the heart.
Alright, do it.
Jean-Louis knows is the most painless, quickest death. Come on. Yes! 22.
Alright, yeah, that will hit him.
So that would be 6 points of damage to this guy.
And you just stab this guy straight through the heart.
He feels bad, but also, fuck these guys. They're
colonizers. It's fine.
Yeah. So before he can even step into the room, the saber just goes through its chest. Jean-Louis pulls it back and then heads into the room to help for the next round.
Alright.
On top of that, he's then also going to do like a fancy pull up and then legs go onto kind of run and use both the ceiling and the walls to his advantage.
Alright, Sid, you wanted to grab a dude and push him into another dude.
Well, now I've changed my mind.
Okay, you do have one person who is engaging you in melee, and then there are others who are at range that you could throw this person into if you still wanted to do
But
that.
I'm prone on the ground.
Oh, that is true. You are prone on the ground. You can use your move action to stand up, however.
Can I teleport? What I want to do is teleport behind the little guy. Punch him through the skull into the floor.
Punching down.
Yeah.
Yep, you can teleport behind him and attack him.
Actually, what he's gonna do is what's called a double axe handle. And double axe handle is like you're holding an axe, but just your hands together, and you slam them right down on top of the head.
Alright.
15.
That'll hit. You hurt this person
Good.
rather badly as you bring both hands down behind them. You knock them to the ground and you just hear a squeak from them in a familiar voice. You've heard this voice before.
Oh,
Let him run.
And you know what he says? You're lucky I didn't use the hand wipe.
That's right, you still have the hand?
Fucking interns. That's the wrong accent.
Alright, we are back at the top to Rami.
Rami's going to take up a position at the door, sticking the rifle barrel through the hole that he made previously, and attempt to shoot one of the guys who has a gun.
Alright,
19 plus stuff.
Woo!
So 22 total.
nice.
My fists are 1 point less in damage than a bullet.
Yep.
In this moment.
Rami, what does it look like when you kill this person?
This one's a more off-the-cuff shot. He doesn't have the time to prepare it, so he just puts it up there and sees somebody with a gun and immediately snaps over to that. It doesn't hit him directly. I think it hits him in the shoulder, which just takes off an arm.
Oh, jeez.
That's what sniper rifles do.
Yeah.
Crikey!
You take this person's arm off, they kind of spin in place and just collapse face down on the ground, bleeding out. It's not an instant kill, but they're going to die very quickly.
Yay.
Can I run over and grab their gun?
Yeah.
Okay, I will do that.
It is a green laser pistol.
Cool.
So, Rami, you ran into the room to try and grab this gun. And as you do that, one of the legionnaires in the room, the one who stabbed Sid, is coming after you with that same knife. And likely misses, but that's going to be a 9.
Okay, that doesn't hit.
This legionnaire runs over with a war cry and swings this already bloodied knife at you, and you just dance out of the way of it.
Rami definitely says as he's doing this, I made a mistake!
Alright, Jay, there are 3 still alive. One is engaging Rami with a knife, the other is on the other side of the room from you, and the third is on the floor, cowering.
Okay, so Jay uses her move action to get up, and then kind of like thinks about healing herself, and she's like, and then tries to shoot the one with the knife that's going after Rami.
Alright.
And that's 21.
Damn.
Hey, we're doing good.
Yeah.
You shoot this person, and they're not very happy about it. They turn around and growl at you.
Like a dog?
Yeah, pretty odd. This person's gonna shoot at Sid. You just took out the intern.
Yeah?
They miss, because that's a 6. They shoot at you. They fire 2 shots in your direction, and both miss. One of them, like, plinks off your shoulder.
Actually, he has cauliflower ear from wrestling, so that could plink off his cauliflower ear.
There you go. It plinks off the cauliflower ear.
It's disgusting.
Sid,
Yup.
the person you just knocked to the floor is at your feet and trying to crawl away from you. you can take an opportunity attack here.
Yeah. So he's gonna grab the intern by the head.
Oh no.
And he looks at the guy with the gun and goes, the only difference here between you and me is that I used human bullets! And he grabs the intern and throws it at him.
Alright.
12 plus 5.
And you shove the intern.
That's not, no, I throw him by the head.
They're wiggling like crazy trying to get out of your grip.
That's alright, you got workers' comp.
As you chuck it toward the person with the gun. Done.
Yes.
It is your turn. Below you, as you are now on the ceiling,
Yep.
an intern just got tossed across the room.
I'm a little more concerned about the guy attacking Rami. I still have my lightsaber up. We just see John Louis running across the ceiling to the other side to hop down. But that's a terrible miss.
So you run across the ceiling, drop down very dramatically. You flip in mid-air and bring your telekinetic saber down. They very deftly dodge out of the way, even as you try and slash them a couple more times.
I am hoping to get the attention away from Rami though, so I will just try to like taunt them with his signature phrase, which is, "Hey, haven't you heard? Manners maketh man." And
So this is in Legion language?
Yeah.
It's not gonna be alliterative.
That's fair.
Sid, you just threw an intern on a motherfucker.
Yeah!
So that guy is dealing with having had an intern thrown at him right now, and he's a little distracted. The other one just got slashed at.
So he's gonna run towards the guy who had a person thrown at them. And he's gonna do what you would call a Superman punch. You run and you jump, and as you're jumping in the air, you throw the punch. It's an 18 plus 5.
Damn!
Roll your... Now that brings us to Rami.
Okay. Rami is going to say something to this Legionnaire that he's not sure that the Legionnaire will understand. However racist it might be towards the Legion, but also fuck them. He's gonna make an approximation of the Legion language. He's going to throw the sniper rifle at the guy to distract him.
Okay.
Ooh. He wants him to catch it. And he's hoping that this will give him enough distance to shoot him with the laser pistol. It's the Jackie Chan move.
Yes.
Yeah! But I rolled a 19, which at a -4 is a 15.
That's to the one that was attacking you with the knife?
Yes.
How would you like to kill him?
Yay!
I think I want him to catch the sniper rifle, try to shoot it, realize that it's empty, and then I shoot him.
Nice.
And he goes down. Now it's Jay.
Okay.
I'm looking at the right person and saying
You
the right
did
name.
Are the one with the gun and the intern still part of the fight, or are they like...
Well,
kinda taken
the
out?
intern was trying to get
Okay,
away.
cool.
So the person that caught him has just been punched.
So I guess I'll try to shoot that guy.
Alright.
And I miss.
Yeah.
I assume, because that's a +2 to an 8.
Yeah. So this person, technically, by their morale check, is still in the fight, but I think that's dumb, so I'm going to disagree with the morale check.
You have that power.
This person, another shot at them just missed. They look around and see their dead friends, realize they are the only competent ones still alive, and there's this intern whimpering, like partially in their arms. They take a glance behind them, see the way to the door is void of you guys. Chuck the intern at Sid and bolt. You can take an opportunity attack if you would like to,
Yes.
but you will be letting the intern drop.
Fuck the intern.
Alright.
The intern did attack you guys.
Yeah.
Like you
Fuck
and
'em.
Jay and
I
got you.
mean,
Attacked in like a non-violent
Sure,
way of
sure,
making
yeah.
us
And
fall
he deserves
over.
death, so let him fall.
alright.
And-
Roll your punch.
That's a 3
Oh,
plus 5.
no.
Yep, you miss.
Good.
You trip this person a little bit as they're heading out, but they still head out.
Tell everyone what you saw here today.
You are left in the security room with 2 dead bodies outside opposite doors, a small scared legionnaire cowering on the floor, 2 dead bodies inside the room, and 1 person who fucked off. But you now have the security room to yourselves and 3 line shunts in place.
Alright, Jay's going for the terminals.
Please roll me your program check.
Oh man, let's hope this works.
Hey.
11 plus more things. 14.
That works beautifully. And you're a bit nervous about this because not only do you not know the spoken language, but you don't know these data protocols at all. These are entirely new to you. You normally need to take at least a week or two to learn a whole new data protocol. You had 2 hours in a crash course with some resistance members who knew protocols. If this didn't work, you weren't really sure what you were gonna do. Because you can't just create a new hack on the fly. But hey, it worked.
Did the thing!
Huzzah!
And as this happens, you kind of feel like an electric shift through the building. And some different lights on the console start blinking while others go out. And the radio comes to life and you hear Zikomo very excitedly telling you,
That's it, you did it. The shields are down. You can get to the summit now. You get there, you can disrupt their power, and we can do the rest.
So, John Louis, is it ship stealing time now?
Rami, how long have you been with Captain Hawk?
Let's see, like 5 years ago?
Hey,
How-
samesies.
How is your loyalty towards him?
Job.
Would you like a different one?
That depends on a lot of things. I don't think we have time to talk about a job interview right now.
Sure. The plan is these resistance fighters don't need to be stolen from. If anything, they need all the help they can get.
Okay.
Like a ship, a working ship that maybe a captain doesn't want anymore and wants to get rid of anyway. I'm going to steal Captain Hawk's ship. Because I learned today that you shouldn't just blindly follow people based on comic books.
Today.
We're gonna go and get those parts, we're gonna fix the ship, but we're not gonna give it back to Captain Hawk. We're gonna give it to these people. Okay?
Wait, that was the plan? I thought we were just like stealing a new ship for Captain Hawk and then giving the rebels the old ship.
We can talk more about this later. Let's go get our stuff first.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think we'll go to the garage that we found earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You run through, and as you go, you do hear other voices yelling, and you just fucking bolt. Not shit you want to deal with, not shit you have to deal with. They can do whatever they want. You get the sense that they are coming after you. But you make it to this security gate. The 2 guards are still there, and they are now very wary of you. How do you want to deal with these 2 guards?
Kill him. Just teleport up to one and snap their neck.
Sure.
Anyone else want?
Alright.
No one had a knee-jerk stop. Okay.
Yep, so
No one's stopping you.
I'm not going to make you roll for this one because I want to get you guys past this. So you can just teleport behind one and snap the neck. What are you doing with the second one then?
I have rope. Can I telekinetically bind their feet and just pull?
Sure.
Then
All
snap
right.
their neck.
On impact, yes.
Short.
Oh shoot! That was an accident.
Nicely done, lad.
That's alright.
So you think you had it in ya?
Let's see if we can get one of these vehicles to work for us.
Yes, so there are a few vehicles there. They are fairly small and they have no cover over them, nothing. It's really only designed for like maybe 3 people. So you're going to have to get nice and cozy to figure out how to shove that 4th person on here.
We have a big person too.
Yeah. So that is going to be, a thing that you'll have to figure out. But first, you've got to steal it. The giant-ass security gate is open, and it goes out onto the mountain path that you saw before. So how are you stealing this vehicle?
Do we have to get in and hotwire it?
Go for it.
Cool. Can I roll a pilot?
Yeah.
Can I assist with fix?
Yes, absolutely.
I got a 5.
Alright, well, I got a 13.
Yeah, I think that works.
Okay.
Jay tries to help.
Connect those pieces.
No, it doesn't work like that. I tried this earlier with a door. Their technology works different.
Oh shit, okay. I don't know them.
And using the knowledge you gained from your failed attempt with the door, you realize you need to inverse the polarity to be what you're used to. Of course, just like that. And the car comes to life just in time as Legionnaires come in from the balcony and you hear them shouting and beginning to fire down at you as you all pile into this vehicle. How are you all staying secure on this?
I use the intern as a shield.
You left the intern behind.
We left the intern.
The intern is left cowering in the corner in the security room.
I have an idea, but it's kind of a wacky one. I want Jean-Louis to be like, everybody get into the car, just don't worry about me. And I want Jean-Louis to go under the car. And because he's got kinetic traversal where he can shift gravity, he wants to lie down under the car using the gravity of the bottom of the car as like the floor.
Okay. I was really picturing you to like be hanging off the side, so you're like not within rock smacking height. But if you want to lie on the undercarriage of a moving vehicle...
Yeah, if we're doing off-roading chase sequences, that kills you.
Oh, like how funny. Okay.
Do you want to be keel-hauled?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Because that's how you get keel-hauled.
I wasn't sure how tall these wheels were.
They are treads.
Okay, fine. So he's like, everybody get into the vehicle. Just don't worry about me. And then he does exactly what I said before, where he lies down, but it's the wall of the vehicle that he's using as the center of gravity. Essentially, his gravity is 90 degrees now.
Yeah, this vehicle has like no cover, nothing. So
Nope.
you're kind of just like hanging on at the door.
That's fine. I have full HP.
Yeah, and while under fire, you leave this area.
While we are moving, is this an opportunity while we're not in initiative for me to be able to take a main action to bio-psion myself and anyone else who's damaged?
Yep.
Nice. Alright, Jade gives herself a big hug. Self-love is the first love. It's the truest love. And heals all of her damage.
Yay.
Nice. And then goes and gives Sid a pat on the back. And he heals 4 points of damage.
Excellent.
And you take another system strain.
And thus, you head off toward the summit. For what is meant to be the last part of your journey. So this vehicle is on treads. The mountain path here is not paved or anything of the sort. It is worn with a lot of transit, but it is still not smooth going. And it is dark. You are making this traversal under the light of the stars. And wow, that's a lot of stars. Can you roll me a pilot check?
Can do. That's 10.
10, alright. As you go on, you are trying to go as quick as you can. You are hearing over the radio every so often Ayana is giving casualty numbers as she's being made aware of them. This is not a large team. She had maybe 20 people at the start. So to lose 5 is making a big impact. And you are being hurried along. Because the longer it takes, the harder things get for her team. And if they lose too many, then they're simply done. But you're doing pretty well as you go along. You are making good time. There are a couple tricky areas where you have to slow down, where you get a little stuck and you have to back up and shift again. There are areas where the path isn't so clear, and you have to look for the pylons that normally engage the shield over this area that has now been disengaged. And those pylons are the only things marking where you're supposed to go. Meanwhile, all the chatter back from your crew. There has been various discussion. It is now known through everyone that you are working with the Rodan Resistance against the Emerald Legion. In general, the crew agrees, yeah, fuck the Legion. And there are some who are like, well, I don't know, we can probably make a good deal with them. They have really good technology. It would be pretty sweet to have some of that. And you know, making some sort of deal with them doesn't mean we can't double cross them later on. It just means we get something out of it. And there's a lot of back and forth. A lot of it is just speculation, as they are not the ones making the decisions here. You are.
All Legion of Bastards.
There's also a bunch of speculation about who killed Aleem, as that is also now general knowledge. You know that Brady is still working on getting the security footage, because that requires power and the ship has no power, so they have managed to get the security tapes and now they need to get some temporary power enough to view them and see what actually happened. And, you know, this is a thing I forgot to mention earlier, but I think is fun. Jay.
Yeah.
During your hacking, you saw references to your ship.
Oh, damn.
By its sort of identification number, not by its name. And that's what really stood out to you. Because you've been on this ship for 5 years. You know its ID.
Yeah.
And you saw that through the Legion files as you were running this hack. And you don't know the language. You don't know any of what it said. But it looked, the general formatting of the document looks like some sort of transaction. And it was dated the day you left Mythoris. And that was your last port before you began this journey.
Is it reasonable to say that, much like we did before, Jay took pictures of the screen with her compad?
Absolutely.
She thinks about dropping in the big crew group text. She gets all the way there, then she X's it a couple times, and then sends them just to Brady, and also to these three.
A bunch of the speculation is a lot of people guessing who would have it in for the pilot. They say various names that you know, but a lot of it is just kind of joking. They mention, Ishel, the neat freak, because she spazzes about everything. They mention Vienna, the newcomer, because she's new and good with knives. They mention Craig.
Fucking Craig.
Because obviously there was something going on there, right? They mention Gabriel, the provisioner, because he has a very strong dislike of scions, and Alim was known to have some type of precognitive ability. Along with, you know, a handful of other names. They even jokingly mention Brady, because maybe Alim got too handsy with her and she didn't like it. And Brady herself responds to this as, "You really think I'd stab someone in the back? I'd stab him straight through the dick if he got like that."
Yikes.
And such speculations continue. And those of you who are not piloting are free to peruse these. With some difficulty, as it is a bit of a rough ride, and you don't have that much time. And before long you get to the summit, but you know you are not here alone for very long. They are following you. And it is entirely possible they have ships that can fly up here a whole lot faster than you are able to drive. What you see up here is a massive piece of equipment that is gathering energy, both solar and wind. And it is of a make that you have never seen before. It is nothing like solar panels or wind turbines or anything that you have seen on other planets. The bulk of it is in the shape of a massive egg. But all of these sides are it's not smooth, it is faceted like a crystal. And there's a variety of equipment in a semicircle around it, as well as at the base where all the power is stored. You have the list of what you need. The equipment here isn't going to match that exactly, but you can find things that perform the same function and figure out how to tear it free. How are you going about doing this? And what are you doing about pursuers?
Well, I could be on the lookout.
I think we need you to break apart the equipment.
Well, I could also do that.
I'll be on lookout. It's okay.
I mean, I've got this thing. I've just hold out the rifle.
Great, so you two are looking out, we're breaking equipment. Let's go, Sid.
That's right.
Okay.
Now, there are areas, because they need to be able to get to higher reaches in order to maintain this equipment. There are ladders that you can take to higher scaffolding if you want to get an even higher vantage point. But you are on the highest point in the mountain. They are either coming up the same path that you did, or they're coming in a flying vehicle, which your sniper rifle probably won't do much about.
Yeah, probably not so much.
So, how are you going about finding what you need?
Alright, so I figure you grab the big stuff and I'll grab the small stuff.
That's great.
Alright, cool. So the way that I sort of envision this is that Jay, at least, is sort of walking along, looking for the stuff they need, gonna get it off with a wrench, and will like point at stuff to Sid and be like, "Oh yeah, that thing, that'll probably work."
This kind of big stuff, or like that kind of big stuff, and he's just pointing at things, doesn't know what they are.
That one over there. I think that's like the third thing on the list.
All right. Here we are.
Alright. Can you roll a fix check?
Yes.
And can you roll, I will say, an exert plus your strength? So 2d6 plus 1.
No.
Hopped out of one dice tray and into the other.
So that's 8.
8, and you rolled
7.
7. So you get a +1 to make it an 8, which makes it a success.
Yeah.
As you are working on all of this, you finally grab the right pieces that the system can't sustain itself any longer. And everything shuts down. And you hear over the radio Zikomo being very happy about this.
That's it, you did it. The shields are down. Now we can do our rescue mission. Ayana, you can retreat.
Sorry, rescue mission?
Sorry, I say too much.
Okay.
Do they need a ship for that rescue mission? Ask.
Do you need a ship?
No, we definitely do not need a ship.
Okay.
Not for this one.
We need to talk about this whole giving them the ship thing. That's our way off this planet.
Yeah. No, I know.
So what do you plan? Do you plan on us just being stuck here the entire time?
I plan on maybe no longer following Captain Hawk around like a little lost puppy.
Okay.
You know what I said back there?
Yep.
Manners maketh man.
Yep.
Well, stealing from people who are in need is a cowardly act. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Well, currently, I need to get off of this planet, and stealing that ship would be stealing from me, who is in need of getting off of this planet.
They didn't want the ship. So for now, we are good. But next time we dock, I may have to say goodbye.
Okay. Problem for when we get off.
Sure.
So, Sid and Jay, you are gathering the materials that you need. Rami, through your scope, you see signs of someone following you up the path in one of those vehicles.
Hey,
were rescuing.
remember how the Legion and also the Resistance fighters were using landslides?
Mm-hmm.
You think you could cause one of those down the path we came up?
I've never tried that.
I feel like a sufficiently heavy rock ought to do it.
Let's try it. And he's gonna try causing a collapse in
Yeah.
the middle of the path.
Yes, there are definitely large rocks that you can shift to just boulder down this pathway. There's also a giant egg. Now this weighs a fuck ton more than you could shift. But it is being held in place by things that you might be able to shift.
The egg sounds like more of a statement. So
Yeah,
he's
it
gonna
would
try
be
the egg.
more difficult for sure. It might be the sort of thing where you need a little bit more time in order to do it compared to a rock you can throw down right now.
I'm just gonna go for the rock because
Sounds
it's
good.
faster.
I will still have you do a telekinesis check to see how well your aim is.
Okay.
How well you aim it / how good your aim is. Nice! Clearly using the dice tower is a way to go.
That's an 11 plus
Yeah.
stuff.
Your aim is magnificent. You send this boulder flying straight down this path, straight at the car. And only Rami can really see this through the scope. These people just bail on the vehicle and dive to the side as the car is just crushed under this rock. Kicks up a ton of dust and it's very dark. So it's hard to see exactly where the people go afterward, but they're far enough down that they're not going to get here anytime soon. They're pretty much at the limit of even your vision.
Direct hit.
Now, you have several pieces of equipment. What are you doing with it? How are you getting it off the top of this mountain?
That's a great question.
I feel like if we get a pallet, you can have you levitate it behind us.
I could actually.
All right.
Just gotta get a platform of some kind.
Yeah.
Sid, break off that piece of wall.
That
She's
that
metal.
was too brief.
Hiya!
Hiya, but in Australian.
That's right.
I don't know what that sounds like upside down. So, you load this equipment on top. Every time I'm like, oh, maybe the intern can help you. I'm like, no, fuck that. Why would the intern help you? You just chucked him.
You just ran.
No,
Like, you picked him up by the head and threw him.
He's so like, fuck, I gotta learn from that guy.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He
The
loves
intern's gonna become our BBG.
no. Yes, I did say that. I feel like the intern was like, holy shit, was that fucking Sid Nigel? Holy shit, I love that guy. That guy loves professional wrestling. He loves me.
I think after having Sid Nigel pick him up by the head and chuck him at another person, I don't think he's your fan.
It's a badge of honor from a fan.
Yeah. So, you tear off a piece of like sheet metal and use that as a platform to pile all of this equipment on top. And you get back in the vehicle. As you do this, you hear the telltale sign of a fighter. An airship rising to the summit of the mountain. The massive spotlight on it searching the area for you.
How far away is that from us?
You can't punch it.
not even if I like run and teleport at it?
It would be so cool if he could teleport into the cockpit.
You,
Oh, what?
I don't think you can
the rules say you can't teleport into the cockpit.
yeah, so
But
you,
what I'm asking is, can I teleport
like on top of
onto it
Yeah.
and then go ham?
it. You have teleportation level 1,
Let's see.
100 meters, 300 feet. I, again, have a shit sense of distance, but I feel like that is a reasonable distance for a ship to be hovering.
Yeah, if it's trying to like actually find us, it will be getting close.
Yeah, so not 30 feet close, but if you want to spend the effort, it is within 300 feet close.
Yeah, he's gonna not even think about it.
So you just teleport right on top of this as the rest are getting everything ready for the car to head back down the mountain. You just teleport right on top of this ship. What are you doing about that?
I want to see what I can break.
Alright. Punch? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah!
Are you punching?
I'm punching. The
Okay.
best thing that I can do.
Use the weight.
I have the weight! Yeah!
Absolutely. Please do this.
It's a 7 + 5 for window glass.
12
Spaceship window glass.
12 is not better than the armor class of the strike fighter.
We're working on it.
But you sure do do that.
Alright, so he's gonna start looking for, actually, no, at this point, he could teleport into it. So, later.
Oh, that's fair, because he can see through the window, right? Yeah. However, they're gonna try and, like, kick you off.
Come on the outside. They're on the inside. They gonna shoot the ship?
No! They're
Turn the windshield wipers.
They can literally just barrel roll.
They're gonna do a barrel roll!
Oh no! You don't have,
yeah!
you don't have my gravity thing. You're gonna fall right off.
So, can you please, I think this will be an evasion save? You need to get higher than a 13, I think.
I got a 14!
Explain to me how you hang on to the ship when it goes upside down.
It's the windshield wiper, you know.
If he's on top and it does a barrel roll, when it spins, he still holds on with one hand, and then as it comes back and right up, he gets right back into it.
You're gonna take one system strain because that's gotta hurt. What are the rest of you doing while this is happening?
I'm pretty sure that he's buying us time to get away,
Yes.
so let's get away.
You have the car.
Freaking drive.
Good trip. Alright, are you going down the path or are you making your own path?
There's gonna be more going up that path, so let's make it our own path.
Alright.
We're going downhill off-roading.
Godspeed on that. Please roll a pilot check.
I'm keeping an eye out on Sid because I can lift up to 400 plus pounds, so I think I can telekinetically get him to safety, maybe.
You can teleport to safety.
If worse comes to worse, I could just
But he's
teleport.
keeping an eye out.
Yeah.
He's keeping an eye out.
It was a 10. If that doesn't work, then I have a reroll.
That's going to be rough going. You can use your reroll.
Okay, I'll try a reroll as well. Then that's a 12.
Alright! This is hard. There is no path. It is just all jagged rocks. And the treads are great against the gravel. It is less great against just boulders. It is difficult maneuvering down. You have to keep checking in on the other two, make sure they are still there and that you are still bringing this equipment along safely, which is requiring quite a bit of John Louis' concentration to keep this mass of equipment coming along and your balance in this car. You are able to actually have a seat this time. It's just the three of you, but it's still rough going. That was Sid. You survived this barrel roll.
It survives the barrel roll.
Did you want to teleport inside? Or?
Yeah.
Alright.
I want to teleport inside. What do I see? How many people do I see?
This is a strike fighter. It has a crew of one.
Yeah! Those are more kind of numbers!
So this ship in particular is not even designed to leave the atmosphere. It's meant to be very quick and agile atmosphere flyer. It is not designed for long distance. So you teleport in, it's cramped as fuck. And you basically kind of just teleport right on top of the pilot.
I need consent to straddle you.
Sure. So is it like this?
It could absolutely be that way. It could also be the cockpit is long and you could be like
I don't know
sideways.
how I ended up being the pilot, but that's fine.
Okay, may I have consent? Here's my proposal.
No matter what, it's going to be awkward and uncomfortable. Which version would you like?
I'm right behind him. I can see him in his natural habitat, a cockpit. I'll take the boulder out of the underwear.
Oh my gosh. You know what? So I'm looking at him and I see the name on the underwear. And I see the ID. It is the same.
Nice, so you strangled this pilot with his own underwear. Beautiful.
I put the boulder back in my pocket. And I'll take the underwear and I stretch it over his face. And I cover his face and I start to pummel him to death.
Alright, roll punch.
Uh-oh.
It's a 6 plus 5.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Roll damage.
I just love how you're just like, oh, this is happening now.
That is 5 plus 2 is 7.
7, alright.
You suffocated to death.
I mean, yeah, you suffocate this motherfucker. The ship
Now,
is careening toward the ground.
I move him out of the way and I'm in the cockpit. And I drive it like a badass, hopefully, right?
Do you have pilot?
Roll a pilot check.
You don't have
I have nothing in that. -2, so the 2d6. 8 minus 2 is a 6.
You are careening towards the ground with incredible speed.
Alright. What looks like a good target for mayhem?
You don't have any control over this. It is careening toward the egg. That's what it was pointed at. That's where you all were. That's where it was scanning.
That's not bad.
You either hit the egg or you hit the ground.
Well, I just want to teleport out and let the ship hit the egg.
You can absolutely do that.
Yeah.
So, the rest of you...
This may be the coolest maneuver we've seen in Stars.
Right? Like, damn. The rest of you hear a massive explosion up above you. You can see the smoke cloud up at the summit. John Louis is the only one who isn't immediately concerned because you still have telepathic contact with Sid.
I was about to say.
Did he just crash the ship into the egg?
I just crashed the ship into the egg!
Yes, he did.
But
he's still alive.
Over the radio, you hear Ayana.
Did you just crash something into the power station?
Yes, he did.
Yep.
Well, they're not getting power back anytime soon.
Yeah. Good. Captain Hawk would be so proud.
Sid have a way back?
Sid, do you have a way back?
I got 2 legs and a can-do attitude, mate.
Great.
But maybe you want to pick me up?
Just teleport yourself every so 100 feet all the way back to the base because we're off-roading.
Alright.
Yeah.
Roger Dodger.
Alright. And as you are heading down, every so often you do hear the sound of another strike fighter. They seem to be searching for you, but you are a small vehicle in a large mountain. You're getting lucky that they're not able to find you so far. 'Cause you're about maybe halfway down. Sid making his own way downtown.
Yeah.
Over the radio. You hear Zikomo, his voice strained, like he's out of breath. And he's telling Ayana.
Do a full retreat. It was a trap.
That is where we're going.
Meanwhile, Sid is just like, everything's going great!
Hello. Thank you for joining us this week. This episode was recorded in Watertown, Massachusetts, which is also known as the traditional land of the Pecosset and Nanantan peoples. As always, I want to give a huge thank you to all the musicians whose music helped bring this podcast to life, especially to Michael Yang, who wrote and produced the theme song for this miniseries. I'd also like to give a huge shout out to Rin Garnett for running this special. If you wish to know more about the world of Talos, you can do so on World Anvil. The link will be provided in the description. Other contributors were Tyler Rubin and Nikki Aguilar-Thompson. I've been your host, Alex Aguilar-Thompson, and I hope to see you again next week for another episode of Roleplay Radio.